Boys and girls, it's Mrs. Wetstein, and today I have your math lesson for Tuesday in your packet that got mailed to you. There's a big packet like this, and what you need to do is ask your grown-up to bring you the paper that looks like this to give you shape count. Okay? So you can hit pause, go get shape count. You're also going to want a pencil, and you might want 4 colors. You can use crayons that we sent in your packet as well if you want to do that. Okay, pause, get those things, and then come back to me. All right, here we go. So, shape count. This is how we do it. It says, trace and count up each shape. Write the number below. So here are our shapes. Boys and girls, I'm going to get a color, and I'm going to start with squares. I'm going to use blue for squares. And I'm going to find all my squares, and I'm going to trace my square. And then I'm going to find another square. Remember, squares have 4 sides that are the same length. And I'm going to trace around them. I'm going to find all my squares. Remember, this is a square too. It just got turned, but it's still a square. It still has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides that are all the same length. I'm going to trace all of my squares, boys and girls. So here's a square to trace. Here's a square to trace. I'll finish the squares for you. And then I'm going to just double check and make sure I got all of my squares. That is all of my squares, boys and girls. So now I'm going to grab my pencil and I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're not sure if you counted it or not, maybe you want to make a mark when you count it. So you can go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So down here where it says squares equals, so they want to know how many squares. So I'm going to write the number 5. Whoops, my pencil broke. So then I would go to my next shape. Next I would do circles. Pick a different color if you want, or you could just trace them with a pencil that's not broken. It's up to you. But trace and count, then write how many. Triangles, remember triangles have 3 sides. Trace all your triangles. Remember, this is a triangle and this is a triangle too. They're just different kinds, but they both have 3 sides. Trace and count, write them for triangles. Whoops, I pointed to circles. Write them for triangles. Then rectangles. Remember, rectangles have 4 sides. 2 short, 2 long. So trace and count. That's your job here, boys and girls. All right. When you get that completely done, you have another math job today, and it's a super fun one. That math job looks like this in your packet. So go to your grown-up, and you're going to ask for your shape sheet, and it has a white piece of paper that's blank behind it. Now the reason is, what you're going to do is for this activity, you're going to need to get these 2 papers, scissors, and your glue stick. I didn't bring a glue stick home, but we sent one home for you, so make sure you have those supplies. So hit pause and get your papers, your scissors, and your glue stick. All right, then you're going to come on back, and what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you are going to carefully cut out all of these shapes. First, I'm going to cut all around the outside, and then I'm going to cut every single shape apart, boys and girls. After you get all those shapes apart, you are going to make a design on this page. It can be anything you want. Maybe you'll make a robot. Maybe you'll make a cat. Maybe you'll make a playground. Maybe you'll make a silly picture of me. Who knows? Make whatever you want. Glue it down. It's your design. While you're doing it, make sure you talk about the different shapes, even if you're just telling yourself. Okay, talk about how you can use triangles. Notice how these triangles make a square. Talk about rectangles and squares and triangles, because you'll be using all of those in your design. After you get it all done, see if your grown-up will take a picture of it and text it to me. I would love to see your work. All right, have fun, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.